So today we're going to start our circle sculpture. I've picked my complementary color pair for this part of the project. I'm use purple and yellow. Complementary colors, remember, are across from each other on the card wheel. So I'm going to start with tracing a circle to build my sculpture on. So I will need a lid, and then I'll put the lid down and hold it with one hand and draw around it with the other one. And then I will go ahead and cut this out. Now to cut it out, I would open the scissors wide and cut into my circle line. And then my hand with the scissors stays still. And the scissors are up and down, not at an angle like that. And then I rotate the paper that I'm cutting. Okay, so I'd cut that out, and I would end up with a circle like this. Okay, now depending on what my pattern is, I would have to start to design my circle. So if I'm looking at doing something like this, I'm going to break my circle into two segments. So I'd want to do this line first. So there's a few ways that I could do that. I could look at my circle, and if I was using straight lines, I could divide it up by gluing a piece of paper down like this. But since I kind of have a curved line, I might want to build an edge somehow like this. Okay. Now it's really hard to glue a thin piece of paper standing up like this. So what I can do is I could measure. Say I want it to be this long, and then cut here, and then so I've cut my strip to the right length, and now I can make, if I want it to bend, I can cut some little tabs, little snips, so that I can then take this and fold it up to make a tab. And fold it up all along that edge. Okay. So now I have this edge here that will be easier to glue down. So I can take my cup of glue and a stick, and I just want a little bit of glue. We really want to avoid having the glue ooze out when I push the paper down. I always put the glue on the smaller piece of paper that will be between the two that are being pushed together or attached. So I just need enough glue to make it stick, not so much that it's going to ooze out. So then once I have the glue on there, I can go ahead and make sure that I'm going to be able to go from edge of the circle to edge of the circle. And once I have that, I can go ahead and glue this down by pressing it down, trying to keep it lined up and avoid oozies and goozies. All right, there I go. I got my edge glued down. And now the next part of my pattern is just a straight line. Okay, so I could pick my color, and I'm going to move on to using purples now, and I have a straight line here, so I could say I want a straight line, and then I could use my pencil and mark where I need to cut it. Okay, so I made it a curved line because it's a curve on the edge of a curved circle. I can take this piece, cut it on that line, and then put some glue on the back. And glue it down. Make sure that edge lines up there. Okay. The next part of my pattern is a dotted line or a broken line, and I could think about different ways to do that. Some of your sculpture you'll want to be sticking up. We don't want it all to be flat. So maybe for the next part, I want to make some circles that would stand up. And I'm going to switch colors, and I'm going to switch to this lighter purple just to add some variety. So maybe I'll take and cut this into smaller sections. I'm just going to make them about 4 of them. And then I could curl them if I wrap them around a pencil. And then I can glue this shut. I glued it shut, and then I can put some glue on the bottom. To glue it down. And then I could continue to make a row of those for that portion of my design.